In this video, we are going to see Bitquery APIs to get all the Velas blockchain data, be it DEX trades, transactions, transfers, any data you want, Bitquery has it all. All the API links will be in the description, and you will need to sign up first on id.bitquery.io to be able to test these APIs. We are going to see 5 APIs around Velas network. First one will be latest transactions, second one will be API around latest transfers of a currency, third API will be around latest trades, and fourth API will be around latest smart contract calls made on the Velas network, and fifth API will be latest emitted events on Velas network. Let's start with the first API. Here we have selected the network as Velas under Ethereum, then selected transactions, then we have put some filters here. We have set the date here to a days before date to narrow down our query on a database, so it will take less time to run now. In options, you can select the order of the response and limit of response. You can use query builder to build the queries very easily. This is the query builder, and I also use it regularly because it's very easy to use this to make the queries. We have selected some subfields here like amount, block details, currency details, gas details, transaction hash, none, sender address, and to address. This will be in our response. Run this query and you will see the latest 10 transactions on Velas network. You can see these 10 transactions with all of these details. Moving on to the second API, we are getting latest transfers of a currency. Just like before, we have selected network as Velas, then use transfers, then put these filters, specified the currency this time as you want to get transfers for this currency only, specified a date range, then selected options here, which is according to this and as descending order, and then limit is 10. Then selected the same type of subfields as previous API, sender address, transaction hash, receiver address, currency, address name symbol, gas value, block timestamp, amount. And now you can run the query and you will get the 10 transfers in the particular date range of this particular currency. Now moving on to the third API, we're getting here latest trades happened on Velas. Selected Ethereum, the network as Velas. Then select the DEX trades, select the filters over there, date to narrow down the search, and then options, limit and order of the response. Under that, you can see the subfields we have selected: base currency details, base amount, buy amount, block details, buy currency details, exchange details. You can select. You can get the code currency details, quote amount, quote price, sell currency details, transaction details, which we saw in the first API. Now you can run this. If we are ordering in descending order according to block timestamp, this will get us the latest 10 trades on Velas network. You can see the response. Now we are moving on to the fourth API example, smart contract calls API. Select Ethereum, then network as Velas, then select smart contract calls, then select some filters as usual. Then you can select this data to fetch from the query, like arguments related to call, smart contract details, smart contract method which is called, and that's details. You can run this query and you will get the latest smart contract calls made. Now moving on to the last API, events API for Velas. Select Ethereum, then select network as Velas, then select smart contract events, and under that select the filters. Just narrow down the search because we are in this query looking for the latest emitted events, right? So it will be in today's date only, and then select options, which will give us just select the limit and order of the response in that, descending, ascending according to whatever field you want, and then select the subfields which are the data that you want to fetch. So block timestamp, smart contract event details, transaction hash. I'll just run this query and you can see the different events that are called. These are 10 latest events made on Velas network. You can just get a smart contracts latest emitted events also by just setting here filter as smart contract address as that particular address. To know more about how to build queries around Velas Bitquery APIs, you can head over to our Telegram channel and ask for specific use case there. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.